What did your child do that you weren't allowed to be proud of? Last month, I got a call from my daughter's high school principal. He said there'd been a serious breach of academic integrity and that I needed to come in immediately. I assumed the worst, cheating, maybe helping someone else cheat, but I never expected what I walked into. My daughter Elise was sitting outside the office, her eyes puffy but dry. What did your child do that you weren't allowed to be proud of? Last month, I got a call from my daughter's high school principal. He said there'd been a serious breach of academic integrity and that I needed to come in immediately. I assumed the worst, cheating, maybe helping someone else cheat, but I never expected what I walked into. My daughter Elise was sitting outside the office, her eyes puffy but dry. She didn't look ashamed, just exhausted. Her AP English teacher sat inside with the principal and guidance counselor. Your daughter has admitted to writing 6 essays for other students, the principal said without preamble. All submitted for college application portfolios, 2 for scholarship essays, 1 for an Ivy League early admission. I felt like the air had been knocked out of me. Elise was a straight A student, the type of kid who color-coded her calendar and rewrote her notes for fun. Why was all I could ask. Her teacher answered before she could, because those students couldn't write them themselves, and she knew exactly why. I turned to Elise. She finally met my eyes and said quietly, "Do you remember Joshua from my speech class? His dad left in August. His mom's working doubles at the hospital. He barely makes it through the day, but he wants to go to college." She listed each of them, kids she'd grown up with, kids she knew were drowning. One had a brother in prison and couldn't focus. Another was caring for his grandmother. They're smart, she said, but writing about yourself like you're worth something? That's hard when life's always told you you're not. So you became their voice? The principal asked. Elise nodded. I didn't lie. I helped them tell the truth in a way that would get read. They had proof, drafts in her Google Drive, timestamps, matching edits across accounts. Her teacher said the essays were exceptional, raw, vulnerable, compelling. That's the problem, she added. They were too good. Admissions caught on. It came back to us. Her classmates weren't punished. The school didn't want a scandal. Elise was the only one facing consequences, a suspension, recommendation for expulsion from the Honor Society, and possible black marks on her own college applications. She had willingly, knowingly broken policy, but she hadn't done it for money. She hadn't done it for clout. She did it because she couldn't stand watching people with dreams get ignored because they didn't know the right words. That night at dinner, Elise barely touched her food. She finally asked, "Did I ruin everything?" I shook my head. You stood up for people who didn't know how to stand up for themselves. You didn't cheat. You gave them a chance to be heard. That might not win you awards, but I've never been prouder. She looked like she wanted to smile, but didn't quite believe she could. You're not mad? I mean, I'm a little mad you didn't cover your digital tracks better, I teased. That got a real smile out of her. The world might say what she did was wrong, but I know better. I raised a girl who sees past privilege and lifts others up, even when it costs her something. Some essays win scholarships. Hers might have saved futures.